And it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column. And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Here's McHale after Magic Johnson's bucket. There's a screen by McHale. Havlicek kicks to Jones. And the three ball is good. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Pass to Ainge. And that one's good. Ainge has got his first 2 points.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Out to the right wing. Here's O'Neal, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Jones. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Ainge. The rebound by the Lakers. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds in the game. Goodrich against Ainge. Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. That's good. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Jones following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Here's Johnson again, Los Angeles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Ainge. And stolen by Goodrich. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. On the basket by Jones. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Screen by Jones. Here's Goodrich. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
The drive by Worthy. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Worthy's got his first bucket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And taken away by Magic. And here's the fast break. Here's Goodrich. Here's Johnson. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And it's McHale penetrating.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now, here's Parrish. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Johnson outside. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put...
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's gain and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Boozer. Kobe is out there with Baylor. And there's Byron Scott. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. Got that one up quick. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
And that one's good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Scott against Jones. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, Stock averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And, guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Lakers leading by 17. Here's Scott. Bird pulls it in.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Goodrich, he's checked in for Scott. West against Johnson. Now here's West. Tight defense on him. Goodrich. Bill Russell grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 16, and it's Johnson penetrating. The Celtics working the ball around now. Ryan in the...
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Celtics trail by 18. Feeds it to Jones. Baylor with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's West. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kobe's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Goodrich.